Thank you. The question regarding generation capacity between nuclear and coal is without question an important one, not just for Northern Ontario, but in fact for all of Ontario. Our economic development capacity and potential depends directly on the affordability and reliability of our energy supply. I believe that one of the places that we must start with our energy policy relating specifically to Northern Ontario is that we once and for all, as a provincial government, agree that there can and should in fact be a differential between the rates being charged in Northern Ontario and the rest of Ontario. Because you see, the fact of the matter is, you can generate electricity in Northern Ontario for less than it costs us to do so in Southern Ontario, and it's my firm belief that Northerners should be able to benefit from that, rather than have the government of Ontario override that. Now, specifically, the question, Tom, was regarding nuclear energy. Given the demand within Ontario, at least when it is pumping on all cylinders, we have a tremendous demand on energy, and nuclear must pay and play a very, very large component of that. We must be willing to invest in it. We must be willing to also do some long-term planning around that capacity. The current McGuinty government has failed all Ontarians because they failed to do that long-term planning. With regard to coal, the only coal generation plant that was shut down in the province of Ontario was done so by order of the previous PC government. But what we weren't prepared to do was make empty promises regarding that. And so before we eliminate coal, we must have it replaced, either by nuclear, but also alternative energy supplies.
Thank you, Mr. Coombs.